I have over 30 years of real estate investment experience. I hope you can learn from my past experience and realize your dreams of financial freedom and a happy life. Hi, today I would like to tell you how to look for a house to buy. People always ask me how to look for a house to buy. Before I answer this question, you need to decide the purpose of this house. Is it a house for your own residence or an investment property? People use the same mindset looking for a home and looking for an investment property. They always use their emotional desire or subjective desire in deciding if they like a house. This is not right. Of course, if you buy a home, all you need is your subjective desire, if you like or if you don't like. Such a simple word includes all the scenarios you and your family wants the home to be. Emotional desire, or say subjective desire, varies from person to person. So there is no standard. It's all subjective. But for investment property searching, things are very different. There is an objective guideline or standard. You cannot be too emotional. You need to be rational and objective. Let me give you an example. In the 90s of last century, I took a friend to see a house located in Brooklyn around 8th Avenue at 42nd Street. 4-family house. The asking price was $310,000. I thought it would be a very good investment target because at that time, one unit can rent out for $600 to $700 per month. So all 4 apartments rented out would create the rental income of almost $3,000. $3,000 of rental income against the price of $310,000. It was very high. Since I considered that as a very good investment target, I called up a friend and told him that I want to take him to see that house. At that time, the 8th Avenue area was divided into 2 different parts, 50th Street to 62nd Street. The area was occupied by mostly Chinese people. Between 50th Street to 39th Street, there were more Hispanic or Puerto Rican residents. So that day, I met my friend at my office located at 57th Street. We walked together towards 42nd Street to see that house. Once we passed the corner of 50th Street, the community was a different world. Those Spanish people, they like to play loud music on the street. So the sound was so loud. My friend started to feel very uncomfortable. He said to me, I don't like this area. Who is going to live here? I say, you're not living here. We are looking for an investment property. You only need to know how much return you get for your investment money. He wouldn't listen. He said, no, I'm not going to see this house. Let's go back. So we returned to my office. We didn't go to look at that house. A few days later, I took another friend to see the same house. That friend never mind about what happened on the street. He did the calculations. The return rate for his investment would be very high. So he offered full price and purchased that 4-family house. That first investment property played a very important role for his investment career. He only held that house for 3 or 4 years. Then he sold the house for over $1 million. He had over $1 million in hand. Then he bought and sold and bought and sold many times using the sales profit from the first investment property. And now he has built up his net assets to be over $50 million. And he owned altogether over 60 properties in New York City. According to my experience, the first investment target was especially important. If you had the first win, then the rest will come very easily. Another example, in the year of 2007, I took another friend to see a commercial property on 8th Avenue around the corner of 49th Street. It was a mixed-use property, 4 residential units and 3 commercial units. At that time, the owner, or say the seller of that building, was not in New York. So management and maintenance of that property was very poor. Lots of broken doors, broken windows, but the asking price was very low, $700,000. I did the calculation of the rental income for that building per month. If we rented out the main store facing 8th Avenue, $3,000 to $4,000, and the 2 smaller stores, $2,000 each. So it came out to be like around $7,000 per month for the 3 retail stores. And the 4 apartments on the 2nd and 3rd floor should be at least $600 to $700 per month. That brings in another $3,000 to make it approximately $10,000 per month. $10,000 rental income against the price of $700,000. It is very high, over 10% return. I called up a friend and took him to see that house. At that time, the pipe broke, so all the sheet spread out on the floor of the basement. When we got close to that property, with the open lid of that basement, the bad smell already came out and spread to many houses away. So strong, we all covered our noses when we got close to the building. My friend looked into the basement that was full of shit. He said, "No, I'm not going in." He immediately turned his head and ran away. He didn't know that he escaped from a diamond undercover. From year 2007 to the present time, for the past 15 years, you know how much this building appreciated in value? Today's market price for that property is at least $5 million, maybe even higher. $5 million is a very conservative estimate. And also the 15 years, 7 units with 3 retail stores and 4 residential apartments should have created at least $2 million in rental income. So $5 million plus $2 million of rental income, about $7 million. If we use $7 million minus the $700,000 purchasing price, plus my estimated $200,000 in repair and renovations for that poor management property, the net gain should be around $6 million, which is approximately 9 times of investment return. Where can you find such high return rate investment properties? It's very rare. If you use your emotional like or dislike to decide if you should pick up a profitable or promising investment property, you would miss lots of golden opportunities. If you're looking for a residence, go for what you like. But for looking for an investment property, you need to remember the only objective standard or guideline is return, return, return. Thank you. If you like my videos, please subscribe and share to more people so more people can benefit from my past experience. Feel free to leave any comments, suggestions, and questions. Thank you very much.